For 2 long years, Bill Bolano lived with a question that never left his mind. Was Bosco still alive? Bosco wasn't just a dog, he was family. A 9-year-old beagle mix known by almost everyone in Westerly, Rhode Island. Wherever Bill went, Bosco followed. Until one cold day in January 2014, Bosco vanished. At first, Bill believed it was a mistake. Maybe Bosco slipped out of his collar. Maybe someone found him and would bring him back. But hours turned into days. Days into weeks. Nothing. Neighbors watched Bill fall apart. Together, they searched the streets, knocked on doors, checked shelters, spoke to police. Bill covered telephone poles with missing dog posters until there was no space left. Bosco was gone. Then life forced Bill to make an impossible move. Months later, he had to leave Rhode Island and relocate to Lafayette, Colorado, nearly 2,000 miles away. Leaving without Bosco felt like betrayal, but hope refused to die. Friends back home kept watching. Every possible sighting was followed, every rumor chased, yet Bosco always stayed just out of reach. Winter came, then another and another. Rhode Island was hit by brutal snowstorms, the kind that shut down cities. Bill lay awake at night imagining Bosco alone in the cold, hungry, freezing. There were horrible nights, Bill later admitted, especially after storms, when I wondered if he'd survive. Still, something inside him whispered that Bosco was tougher than anyone knew. 2 years passed. Then, out of nowhere, Bill received a message on Facebook. A Rhode Island police officer had seen a dog matching Bosco's description wandering near a parking lot. Alive. Bill's heart stopped. He wanted to fly back immediately but couldn't. So he turned to the one kind of person who specialized in miracles. A pet detective. Her name was Sheila Graham, and she was about to change everything. Sheila knew exactly how dogs like Bosco survived for so long. They learn the streets, they trust no one, and once they're free, fear becomes instinct. She placed cameras around the area. Night after night, Bosco appeared cautious, thin, always watching. Then she baited the trap with simple things. Cheeseburgers, fries, steak, food that carried warmth and memory. Bosco resisted for days, until one quiet night in March 2016. The trap closed. Bosco was safe. As Sheila carried him to her car, she pulled out her phone and called Bill. She didn't plan anything dramatic, she just wanted to tell him the words he'd waited 2 years to hear. I found him. But before she could finish the sentence, something unexpected happened. The moment Bill's voice came through the phone, Bosco froze. Then he howled. Not a bark, not a growl, something in between, raw, broken, unmistakable. Bill recognized it instantly. That's him, Bill whispered. That's my dog. 2,000 miles apart, and Bosco still knew. A month later, after a 36-hour drive across the country, Sheila arrived in Colorado. Cameras were ready. People held their breath. At first, Bosco hesitated. Then Bill said one word. Dude. Bosco's ears lifted, his body relaxed, and suddenly, he was home. After 2 years lost, one voice was all it took. Some bonds don't fade, they wait. Bosco pressed his head into Bill's chest, as if anchoring himself to something real, something familiar. 2 winters. Endless streets, hunger, fear, silence, and yet one word carried him back. At the vet, they expected the worst. Instead, Bosco surprised everyone stronger than he looked, wiser than before. He had survived. Bill smiled as he clipped the leash on him that night. This time, he whispered, we go home together.